Hey guys, today is May 29th, 2020. I'm Kimberly Jolly from Fat Quarter Shop, and on today's live stream, I'm going to show you all of the quilt market releases from Moda Fabrics. So usually we travel to the quilt market and we show you all the booths, we show you all the fabric in person, and that didn't happen this year. So I thought I would just show you Moda because that is actually here on fabric. So I'm going to just kind of jump right in and you can ask questions. The very first section is going to all be shipping in October. So nothing is in stock now and it's all on our coming soon page, and you can either pre-order or reserve. It kind of depends. And that's that. So we're going to start with Shine On. It is the brand new collection by Bonnie and Camille. The quilt behind me I actually made. That is from their brand new book called The Quilt Bee. So on that book, if you're interested, you can reserve just the book, or you can sign up for the block of the month. And if you sign up for the block of the month, which is a 12-month program, you would get the book with that. So don't order both. So I had shown you that a couple of weeks ago. So that is that. And I'm going to just start showing you the fabric. So this is the Shine On collection by Bonnie and Camille. Again, shipping in October. And I'm just going to kind of lay out the fabric. Y'all can ask any questions. So this one will have two kits. Well, actually one kit, one block of the month. So it's a bigger collection. Super pretty. And this print is a little rainbow, and the background print is also a rainbow. It's just a white on white rainbow. So this is the very first collection. This is how it looks in a bundle. So it's nice and yummy. So, and we're pre-selling this collection. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and reserve your bundle now if you're interested. And I love that the collection has so many prints that are usable, and oh my gosh, it's got so much color. So that is Shine On. So the block of the month behind me, that is a block of the month that comes with the book. The next item is a quilt kit, and we're going to show you that on the image. That is called Summer Days, and that is designed by Bonnie, and that will be a quilt kit that comes with a box. And then we also, this collection will have a Jolly Bar, and the Jolly Bar quilt is the Beacon Quilt Kit, and that one uses 2 Jolly Bars. So that one is kind of a bigger kit, and that one was designed by, I believe, Crystal, and that's the second kit. So we actually have 3 kits with that one. So let me know if you have any questions before I move to the very next one.
I'm going to let questions roll in here. We did have a question earlier from Janice Elder. She said, if I signed up for some of the monthly subscriptions last night, will I get June's? So I think maybe she means like the Sew Sampler, or...
yeah, if it's, yeah, you should get June's.
Yes. But correct me, Janice, if it's about a different monthly sign up.
Yeah, I think it's all the same. So, I mean, if you sign up now, you should get June.
Oh, Sally Johnson says, Fall Market is where I met you, Kimberly.
Oh, awesome.
So fun. All right, and we got people joining us from all over the world, it seems. We've got people from Germany, from Australia, lots of people from here in the U.S., from Nebraska, Pennsylvania.
Awesome.
West Michigan. Welcome, everyone. Everyone's saying good morning. Lisa Clark is asking, what is a Jolly Bar?
So a Jolly Bar is double of a charm pack or half of a layer cake. It's a 5 by 10 inch cut of fabric, and it's something that we do that's exclusive to us. It's kind of fun, and every time we sell a Jolly Bar, on the back we put a free pattern, and then we have 2 Jolly Bar books that we only sell at Fat Quarter Shop that shows you how to use them. And so it's just kind of like a bigger piece of fabric. If you want a little bit more than a charm pack or a little bit less than a layer cake, it gives you options. And on those, we've gotten lots of questions on how we select those, and we select them based on what we think is going to sell the best. So you might see the same designer over and over and over get selected, and that's why. So we have to buy really big minimums to be able to cut those. So it's all based on sales.
From Love Pugs, any wide backings in the Shine On collection?
No, not on this one.
From Amber Petty, when will the beacon pattern be available?
That will only come with the Jolly Bar, and it might be released in a book later, but it's only going to be in the Jolly Bar pattern. So we keep those exclusive, and then eventually we put them in a book, because then it keeps everybody happy.
All right. From Julie Brooks, does the Quilt Along have videos?
No. But all of our books, it's published by It's So Emma. We have color diagrams, very easy instructions. I would say the quilt behind me, I would say it's intermediate. Might be slightly advanced, but a lot of the blocks are bigger. So because you're working with bigger pieces, it's going to be easier to piece. So it's not a beginner quilt, but nothing in there is super advanced. It's more, I would say more just time consuming. Just, it's a bigger quilt, so it's going to take more time.
From Brandy Albrighton, how does the Block of the Month subscription work?
So on that, you would get, each month you're going to get a portion. In the very first month, you get the book. And then each month you get a portion of it to make. So you might get 1 block to make or 2 blocks to make, and it will have a cover sheet for you, tell you exactly, which block you're making, and you make a little bit each month, and then at the end you just put it all together. So the next collection is by Holden. It's called Flea Market Moxie. It is 9 pieces. And they're bigger prints. So on the left, what you see is an embroidery panel. So it's kind of like if you were in a flea market or, an antique store and you saw those tapestries that were popular in the 70s. That's what this is. This is a label print. And then this one is on the left. This is more of a hunting, manly print. And then this is a newspaper print. So I think this one will be really popular. I think a lot of people will want to use that as a backing. The next 3 are wood grain. So 3 different wood grains. And then the last one is, this one is faces, and these are bubblegum wraps. And that will be sold also. This is going to be the pre-cut. So it's a pre-cut of bigger pieces, half-yard pieces. And it's got all 9. And this is digitally printed, so you're going to see that it costs more per yard, and that's because it's digitally printed so that you can get all of these colors and details. When you digitally print, you can get more colors. And it looks more like a photograph. So that is Flea Market Moxie by Holden. The next one is Figs and Shirtings by Fig Tree, Joanna Figueroa. This one is awesome, and we're going to do a sew along with this one with her, and I'll show you that at the end. And this one, we're also offering a low volume bundle because this one has so many lighter prints. So our low volume bundle has 13 of the lighter prints if you're somebody who likes to collect backgrounds. So again, Figs and Shirtings, Fig Tree, ships in October, and this is how it looks right here. And I'm going to show you our kits with that. The first one is called Nana's Apron, and that's a Jolly Bar kit, and that one uses 1 Jolly Bar, and then that background is a Bella print. And then the next one is super awesome. This is Stitchery Sampler. We're getting real photos of that quilt later this week to put online from Joanna. But this is going to be a pre-boxed kit. So it comes from Moda, and I'm going to do a sew along with it. So basically I'm going to buy the kit, and I'm going to sew along with you and show you on the live stream each week what I do, because I really like the quilts. I like that it's different. I like that it has a little bit of applique, but not too much. And then it looks like there's a little bit of English paper piecing, but I can do it. I just really liked it when I saw it from the sales rep. So I texted Joanna and said, hey, I love this. Do you want to do a sew along? So awesome. It's called Figs and Shirtings. The next one is Kansas Troubles Quilters. It's called Bittersweet Lane. And this one also ships October. Can you do the upper camera?
Yes.
And these are just her classic traditional colors. Also ships October, Bittersweet Lane, Kansas Troubles Quilters. And this one she will have her little booklets that go with it. So that is Kansas Troubles.
All right, we got a few questions here.
Okay.
First from Natalia Nazinski, is the Bonnie and Camille quilt for beginners? The one behind you.
The one behind me, I would say intermediate, but if you're a beginner, you can definitely do it. You just have to give yourself time to do it. But I sewed it. It's not, there's nothing in there that's too hard. I mean, if you're a beginner, you can do it. I just don't want to say like it's a beginner level quilt because it's so big. You know, it's got a lot to it, and I don't want to mislead you. But like, if you really like it, I'm sure you can do it.
From Diane Schwalm, I love Jolly Bars. Cute name too. Wondering who chose the name.
So Jolly is my last name. So someone who works here picked it. I don't know if it was me or Jocelyn or Sarah. It was one of us because at the time it was just us.
Yeah.
So I don't remember who picked it, but somebody.
All right. From Kimberly Michniak, does the block of the month Shine On come in a pretty box?
No.
From Angela Stoudinger, what is the difference between Aurifil White Thread 2021 and 2024?
I think hold on. This is 2024. Maybe we can have, I don't know. I think 2024 is probably wider. 2024 is probably whiter than 2021. I think 2021 is a little bit lighter.
All right. From Gail Stale, can you pre-order low volume bundle now for figs and shirting?
We're not pre-selling that one, so you can just click to be notified. But what happens when you click to be notified is it tells us, okay, this many people are interested, so that we can order accordingly, because we adjust our orders up and down.
From Catherine Jolson, will the Stitchery sampler be sold as a pattern separate from the kit?
Yes. And that is a pattern written by Joanna Figueroa. It won't be out for a couple of months.
And also about the Stitchery sampler, Julie Conway's asking, is it beginner friendly?
I would say no. I would say intermediate because it's got the English paper piecing in there, but I haven't seen the pattern. But I'm super excited about it because it's got a lot of movement. It's very sampler-ish, and I always love things that are samplers. I'm like a sucker for samplers. I feel like if you look at all my quilts, they've got either stars everywhere or samplers or just all kinds of stuff moving around in them. And so I just liked it. I thought it was different. I always like to do something that's got a lot of different blocks because I don't want to make a quilt that has the same block over and over. I want to do something where I can be challenged and sit down and do something different each time, which is what appealed to me for it. That's what appealed it to me.
All right. From Vanessa Blount, when can we order individual pieces of fabric?
Not until it comes out in October.
Yes. So everything you've seen so far is in October.
And we're just doing this because it's Quilt Market. You know, you're not getting to see all the pretty pictures of the booths, and we've got all this fabric here, so why not show you?
All right. From Marge Amber Moreland, what was the name of the Kansas Trouble again, please?
Bittersweet Lane. And here it is in a bundle. So the next collection is called Folktale. It's by Lella Boutique, Vanessa. It is so pretty. I love it. I have not decided what I'm going to make with this, but I can promise you there will be something that I do with it that is shown in live stream because I always figure out a way for the collections that I love to somehow be incorporated in the live stream. I think it's fresh. I think it's different. And I don't have a quilt with these colors, so I'm super excited. So this one is called Folktale. We have two kits with it. So the first one is called Story Time, and that is a Jolly Bar kit, and that is Bella as the background. And then the next one is also, it is an It's So Emma. So Crystal designed this, and that is the quilt kit. So those are the two quilt kits with Folktale. And then the next collection, you guys are going to be so excited. It's called A Blooming Bunch.
Ooh.
It's by Maureen McCormick. So she is Marcia from the Brady Bunch. And on this one, we have gotten so many emails, guys, people wanting quilt kits. So we are actually working on 2 quilt kits. So I don't have any photos for you because we're still designing them, but we are working on quilt kits, and we are going to have a jolly bar of this also. We just have to design. And it's just very, Marcia.
Oh, so
I love
cute.
it. I think it's great. It's different. So those are we're still on October. Our next group is called Solana, and it's by Robin Pickens. And the sunflowers are very big, so you can really see the detail. This is how it looks as a whole, so you can see all that beautiful color. And then I'm going to show you the 2 panels on the table. So there's 2 different panels, 2 different colors. The first one is cream, and it says, "Wherever life plants you, bloom with grace." And then the blue one is the same on the outside, but the text on the inside is different. It's a Helen Keller quote. "Keep your face to the sunshine, and you cannot see the shadows. It's what sunflowers do."
Aww.
So these are the 2 panels for this group. And you'll see that the outside, this is what I meant, like the outside's the same design, just different colors and different text. So let me know if you'll have any questions before I keep going. But that, again, is Solana by Robin Pickens.
Quick question about that one. Do the panels come with the bundle, or are they sold separately?
They're sold, every panel we always have is sold separately. The bundle comes with the white panel only, not the blue panel. And Moda, when they do bundles, they usually will just pick one panel, and they pick whichever one they think will sell the best. But all of this won't be online individually until October.
From Susan Cribbs, is Summer Days a beginner quilt? I believe that was one of the Bonnie and Camille ones.
Can you?
I can
Oh
pop it
yes,
up.
it is. I think that would be beginner. Yes,
Hang on.
yes.
This
That's like a churn dash. And then on the inside, one thing that you could do, for example, that very first block is flying geese. And if you think that's too hard, the very next center is, let's see, a 4x4 patch. So if you felt like the centers were too hard, you could do all the same center. That heart looks super easy. So, you could mix and match and change it but that outside's super easy. And if you wanted to make it more beginner, you could just pick the one inside.
All right, next question here from Amber Leach. Will there be jolly bars for figs and shirtings?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Question from Julianne T. Is notify when in stock treated as an intent to purchase?
No, we just notify you, and you can either buy or you can not buy. Now, obviously, we do use the click as just an indicator of interest. So it's good for us to know, like, if you're really interested or really not, but you don't have to buy when it comes in. We just email you, and it has like a link, and you go there and decide what you want to do.
All right. From I'm a Gator Vet Mom. When does All Hallows Eve come out?
It should be coming out soon.
All right. From Ginger Satan Sticker, when can we buy the Jubilee pattern?
I don't know what Jubilee is.
Jubilee was this. It's so Emma one we just showed.
Okay, that one, the Jubilee pattern will come out probably in August or September. Yay, Lily. I was like, I don't know. It's hard to remember all the names of all the things.
Yeah. From Catherine Jolson, what size did you say the panel was? From Solana.
And let me look real quick. It is a 1 yard panel. So 36 by 43.
All right. And before we move on, we do have a few super chats that came in. The first one was from Catherine Jolson for $10.
Thank
you so
you.
much, Catherine. And then the next one was from Susan Rowe for $2. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
You're super piggy again. We got a super chat from Seven and the Littlest Mew for $4.99. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I think it's crazy when we just like start getting all of these things rolling in at once, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like people are so kind and generous. We got another super chat from Teresa Evenhouse for $10.
Thank you.
And she says, thank you, ladies, for all. Sorry, Piggy wasn't coming on. Thank you, ladies, for all your hard work. I love the live streams and watch them over quite often.
Aw, thank you. I never watch myself. I don't think I could handle it. I would probably critique myself.
Oh, yeah. From David Karcher, would the sunflower fabric go along with the sunflower home cross stitch? Ooh.
Sunflower home cross stitch.
I can show it. From the Stitch Quarterly.
Oh, okay. Let me put it next to it. Yay. Let me find the yellow. I think it would.
Oh, yeah.
I think it would. And I think the green would even, I think this green would look really good. Let's see. Where is it? Right here. I think that green would look really good with it too. Yes. And so if y'all are wondering, this was our first pattern release in our Stitch Quarterly subscription. And that is a cross stitch subscription, and the pattern is now available, but so this is all cross stitched. And then we added the fabric, and there is a tutorial on the Fat Quarter Shop floss tube on how to make it a pillow.
All right, and then a few things before we move on. We do have a new YouTube member, Julie Brooks. Welcome, Julie.
Thank you.
Yay. And then another super chat from Jess Burler for $5 saying thank you for all you guys do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jess. And then Shelly Burgoyne was asking, can you explain the live chats? Is it for charity? So I think she's talking about like these super chats that are
So the
coming
super
in.
chats, they just go and we get a portion of them. YouTube keeps a portion, we keep a portion, and we use it for all this equipment. So I've got equipment up here, I've got equipment over here. So it's just all goes straight to equipment. Lily's salary, Ashley's salary, it just goes to producing all of this.
Yeah, it's similar to a Patreon, but on YouTube.
Yeah, and you don't have to do it, and you don't have to do it.
Yeah, no, we will produce this content for free if we will.
So the next group is called Animal Crackers. It's so cute. It's by Sweetwater. I am not usually an animal person, but I love it. It's like penguins, cows, giraffes, and crocodiles, and it is so cute. And I love that there's 2 white on white prints because I, of course, love backgrounds. And this is cotton. And there's a lot of colorways, and so if you're if you're somebody who really likes farms, that would be great. This is a good gender neutral. This is super cute. So I think that this really mixes well, but also a lot of the colorways stand on their own. And I really, just something about this crocodile print. Let me find it here. It's just so cute. I mean,
Aww.
I haven't crocodiles and hearts. It's so cute. These are little hearts. And there are some panels in this one. So I'm going to first move this because the panels are pretty big and detailed. So actually, can I stand back, Lily? Okay, so this is the first panel. It is canvas. And it is a lightweight canvas, so it's not too thick. And it's got 5 different panels in it. So you could do pillows, you could put it on the back, you could do just this alphabet on the bottom. There's so many things you could do with it. So that's the first panel. And again, it's a lightweight canvas. And then the next panel has 2 aspects to it. So you get both with this panel. You can't just buy one. So on the left, you're going to see different animals that you could put into a quilt. You could sash it, or you could just put a border around that. And then on the right is the alphabet. It's just a running alphabet. It just keeps running and running and running. And it could be the very center of a quilt. And it is also linen. Not linen, sorry. Canvas. But it's a very, I'll put it here so you can kind of zoom. But it's very, it's lightweight, so it's not like, I don't know.
Heavy
It's not heavy. So.
Oh, it's so cute.
I know, I love it. And then here's the little animals. I mean, look at the little alligator.
Oh, and there's a cow and a penguin. Oh,
It's so cute.
did you ever see that Shirley Temple movie where she's like singing a song about animal crackers? That's
I
all I
don't
can
know.
think of when I hear about this fabric collection.
Now, Lily, you know my answer. I do know who Shirley Temple is, but I don't
Okay.
watch movies, so no. That's so funny, though.
Yes, comment below if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody else. Yeah, I am so bad about, I don't know.
Well, maybe it's just like a me thing.
Oh, and we do have a kit on this one. I forgot. Okay, so it's called Menagerie, and it's a little P, which means it's just a smaller baby quilt, and little P is named after my son Peyton, because when he was a baby, we called him Little P.
Oh.
I know. Now we still call. Actually, Kevin still calls him Little P. He doesn't like it, but we do it. And so in the center, we kind of just put that big all over print just to kind of pop. And those little P's are all meant to be very beginner friendly.
Mm-hmm. Very cute. Okay. We had a lot of questions coming in
Okay,
here.
I can just stand here and answer them.
From the Pokey Little Pineapple, will Blooming Bunch be available in a fat quarter bundle?
Yes. So Blooming Bunch will have all the pre-cuts. So this is the one by Marcia from the Brady Bunch. We will have fat quarter bundles, half yard bundles, jolly bars, layer cakes, jelly rolls, mini charm packs, all of the above.
Stuff.
Yeah, I want to meet her. I'm so excited.
All right. Sweet comment from Laura Austin. She says, your live streams are the highlight of my week. Thanks for all you do.
Oh, thank you.
Laura. Also from Wendy Artist, thank you for all the tutorials. Just diving into the jelly roll quilt. I'm a super beginner.
Yay! And we've got lots of beginner quilts on our channel. So if you go, there's a playlist called Shortcut Quilts, and that's a great one to start with because it's a lot of beginner, very beginner friendly. And if you've got a pre-cut at home already, you can just start sewing. And they're completely free.
Aw, lots of people are putting the lyrics to the song I was talking about in the comments. Thank you, everyone. That just made my day.
Yay! Are you going to sing it?
Yes, this shouldn't be copyrighted anymore, so it's like,
Oh.
animal crackers in my soup, most of them rabbits loop-de-loop, and then
That's so funny. I've never heard that
something.
before.
Yeah, Shirley Temple sings it, and she's like walking down like a hall where everyone's eating or something. Anyways, next question. From House of Stitch and Stash, are we able to pre-order All Hallows Eve fabric?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. From Life as a Mom, great username. Does Fat Quarter Shop have a storefront?
No.
All right. And from Christine Baker, she says, couldn't the alphabet... Hang on. She says, couldn't you the alphabet on the back of the squares and make a wall hanging?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We have a lot of new people joining in, so a few people have been asking, who's Piggy?
Piggy's my little pug doggy. He's
Yeah.
my little dog.
He's a little piggy pug.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Ethan Hillman says, I love your house.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. We are on a set. But yes, thank you. From Michelle Hardy says, can we see the bottom of the first Sweetwater panel?
Yes. Okay, so this is the top. And then I'll fold it and then I'll show the back. The bottom, sorry. So cute. It makes me wish that my kids were little so I could make them a quilt like this, but I think at this point they don't want a quilt with alphabet.
Aww. Okay, from Renee Rankin, talk to me about starching everything. Why do you starch? What brand do you use? How do you use it?
So for starch, I have lots of videos out there. I learned it from Lisa Bonjean, and I starch. It does pre-shrink your fabric. I do it because it gives a stiffness to the fabric that helps me sew faster and have less mistakes. It's totally optional. The brand that I use is Faultless. That's the brand I've always used, and I use the original version, not the stiff. And I do use the aerosol, and I go through lots of cans of it, and it's all, I probably have like 4 videos out there on it. But definitely Lisa Bonjean was the very first video because she showed how she does it, and that's how she does all of her quilts. And if you look at her Instagram or Facebook, you see that she makes super tiny quilts. That's what she likes, and that's how she's able to achieve that look, because when you starch, you get a stiffness to your fabric where it doesn't move as much when it's on the bias. That would be my easiest way to explain it.
All right. From Laura Ashcraft, will you have the snowman collection for adventure making friends?
I haven't heard of it, so I don't think so.
From Catherine Jolson, can you tell us where you are bringing back your staff safely to take shipping back to where it was?
So we are, but we're 15 to 22 days behind on shipping based on what you order because of social distancing. All of my staff is back. They are spread out. They are different shifts. It's a lot of stuff. I don't want to spend the live stream talking about shipping, though. That's not what I want to do today.
All right, no problem. We do have a bunch of super chats that came in, so I'm just going to get through them. Then we'll move on to the next fabric collections. From the Quilted Mule, $2. She says, I always love your live streams. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And then we had a new member, Jeanne Miles. Welcome, Jeanne. And let me just put the confetti. Woohoo! From Patty Andrews for $4.99 super chat. And they say, great way to spend a morning seeing all the beautiful new fabrics and getting inspired. Love all you share in the live streams.
Thank you.
Thank you, Patty. And then we had a super chat from Suzu. Suzu? Oh, I love that username. $4.99. She says, hi, I'm new to the quilting world and my first preview, very exciting. Love the sunflowers.
Oh.
Aww, you're so sweet, Suzu. And such a cute name. Let's see, from Gabriel Fuentes. Oh, hang on. There we go. For $1.99, and he says, how's Piggy?
Oh, he's better. He's doing better. He's doing better. We had to kind of start sending him back because he goes to daycare. I know he's a dog, but he would go to daycare every day. But since everything happened, we stopped sending him, and he really started acting up. So we started sending him back, not every day, but more, and his behavior has improved. So that's good. It's like a child.
Aww.
He definitely was acting bad for a while.
From Deb Keller for $14.99. They say, first Friday live stream I've caught in a while. Thank you so much for everything y'all do.
Thank you for watching. I still to this day am like amazed that so many people watch.
Yeah.
And I think that it's funny that people are actually interested in something that I'm interested in, because sometimes I think I have bad taste. So it's kind of funny.
All right, from Tracy Hagerbomber for $9.99. She says, thank you so much for all you do. I am so grateful. I took up sewing a year ago. Your store is amazing, and I love the projects.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and last super chat here for the moment from Valeria Bauer for $19.99. And she put the little pear that says, thanks for being you. And the pear's like got a mirror, and it's like looking at itself.
Aww.
It's very
Thank you.
cute.
So the next collection is called Quotation. It's by Zen Chic, and it is modern and awesome. So this print is going to knock it out of the park. I think that's just going to be, in both these two colorways are going to be amazing. And she added a couple new spotted. So the spotteds are down here. That is a 1660 dash. That's what her prints are. And so there's a couple new ones of those. She's got lots of color. Here's another spotted. And so the way the spotted will work is it will be part of the collection, and if it sells through really well, they will keep it in the collection. Same thing with grunge. When they add a basic to a collection, if it sells really good, they keep it. Okay, here's the other jack.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's the... I think that's going to be what. Yay! So everything that I just showed you is an October ship date. This is probably Lily's favorite, right, Lily?
It's definitely in like my top 5.
I think the She likes the Brady Bunch fabric.
I was going to say, I think that was my number one.
Yeah. So that is all October. So I'm going to move to November shipments. So November, the very first one, I have gotten so many comments on this on social media. It's beautiful. It's called Cider. It's by Basic Gray. And again, new grunge prints. And I think this one will mix really well if you needed to mix two collections with Folktale that I showed earlier. So pretty. So this group has a lot of really nice detailed prints like that. I mean, it's just very, let me try to pull Folktale out. Actually, I can show you right here. So this is Cider by Basic Gray, ships in November. And I think some of the colors mix well. This is Folktale, so if you look at kind of the yellows, the oranges, even some of the blues, obviously not the pinks, but if you needed to mix, like if you were doing like a really big sampler quilt or Moda blockheads, you know, something really big where you need a ton of colors, that would be two that you could mix. I'm always thinking of how I can mix things so then I can have like more variety. We do have two quilt kits. The first one is called Pecan Street, and it is so cute. I think Angel or Crystal designed it. Can't remember, sorry. It is 56 by 56, and so that is our first quilt kit with Cider. And then we have Stars for Carter, and this is a Moda kit, so it's going to come in a box, and I love it because, of course, it's stars. And that one would be, I would say, beginner, intermediate, and I love the movement of the fabric. And here it is actually in person. Okay, so it's really big, guys. So, oh, I don't know if I can even.
Oh, man. We'll make sure to have Skylar next time we have a big quilt.
And then I'll kind of show you the bottom. And the grunge is really nice on this one. So this is probably my favorite print right here. Is this print right here. Let's see, that one. I love that. It's very 70s.
Yeah.
So, and this one, I want to give credit to who made it. Let's see. It was made by Shalair at Moda and quilted by Maggie Honeyman. She is a quilter in Dallas, Texas. So if you want to look at the quilting on it, this is her quilting. Ooh. And it's Maggi. So really pretty. Put this to the side. The next collection is for all of our 1800s reproduction lovers. It's by Betsy Chutchin. It's called Eleanor's Endeavor. Endeavor, sorry. 1830 to 1910 is the time period. Sorry,
Omnivore sounds like, you know how you can be a carnivore or an omnivore?
I want to be I'll eat anything at this point. I didn't eat dinner last night, so I'm starving. So this is a true black. So, and the black, sometimes black doesn't print very well. I don't know if y'all have noticed that, but this is a very nice black. It came out really nice. And so this is Betsy Chutchin. This is how it looks as a whole. So there's lots of backgrounds if you're somebody who collects 1800s. So let me know if there's any questions before, so I don't get too confused. Oh, on this one we do have a quilt kit also. Yes. And the quilt kit has some applique in it for all of the applique lovers. It's called Roundabout. The designer of the pattern is Bits and Pieces. And so you can see there are 9 blocks that are applique. Now, of course, if you don't want to applique, you could always alternate a different block in there. If you wanted to get creative. I would say that's an advanced quilt. I would be scared to try it, let's say that. And it's 64 inches square.
Yes. All right, yes, we do have lots of questions coming in. Lots of sweet comments. From Gwen Smith, she said, starching makes such a positive difference in my piecing, from when we were talking about starching.
Yes, and so like with starching, it's kind of one of those things that you either love it or hate it. And so don't feel bad if you try it and you hate it and you don't want to do it. You should definitely do in your sewing room whatever you're most comfortable with and whatever gives you the best results. Don't feel like because I do it, you have to do it. I've been doing it for years. And I just love it. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're sewing or doing anything in life. Do what makes you happy. Don't do something because somebody else does it, because you're never going to get joy out of doing something just because somebody else does it. Mm-hmm. So I don't want y'all to ever feel like I'm on here preaching, do this, do that, do whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. I just don't like that seam ripper. And so I feel like if I don't starch, that seam ripper is out all the time. So...
All right, from Billy Laurie is Witches Night Out pre-orders being shipped this month?
It is, it's coming in soon. So it's got to come in. We've got to cut it. It hasn't arrived quite yet, I don't think. Some of the manufacturers are behind, obviously, because what's going on in the world. We are keeping our website, as like if a manufacturer emails and says, okay, we can't ship this in June, we're going to move it to July, we just update the website. But it should be, it's coming any day. And so like if we're on May 29th and we know it's coming any day, we're not going to go in every single product and click it to June, because it's probably going to come like within the next day or two. You know what I mean? Like we don't get that technical with it, if that makes sense. And I forgot to show you guys, this is Cider by Basic Gray. I forgot to show you the bundle.
Oh yeah, the bundle. So pretty. All right, Kim West was reminding everyone to not forget to like the video, give it a thumbs up if you're enjoying what you're seeing at any point. From Sheila M. Taylor, do you wash your fabric before you sew?
I don't. So what I do is I starch. I never wash, and it pre-shrinks it. And if you're using pre-cuts, you cannot always starch before, because it does shrink. And if you need that full pre-cut, you can't shrink. So you have to look at your pattern and see if you have enough.
Gina Tell said, I love Quotation, great colors.
Thank you. And Gina gets a big shout out. She made some masks for my kids. I'm so excited. But I'm not sure if they're going to leave the house. I can't get them to leave the house. They are like, no, they will not go. They got their hair cut on Saturday. And one of the kids, we were like, we're not sure if he'll even go. But he did go. But she made masks. So I'm so excited that I have, because I have masks, but they're kind of big for the kids. So, and I've been working so much, I haven't even thought about like sewing one or buying one, or let me tell you, I've saved so much money in this quarantine. I mean, I haven't done anything. I might have enough to make an extra house payment or something.
Whoa, that's awesome. Speaking of masks, from Rebecca Sewing, she said, I've noticed some companies are starting to sell acrylic face mask patterns.
Okay, so what they're doing is some people are making either acrylic or plastic face masks templates. And so what you would do is you would put your fabric down and trace it out. Moda has made 2 pre-printed panels. One is by Stacy Itsu and one is by Ruby Star. They will be coming in the next month or two, and they're basically where you can just cut it out and add elastic. And I will do a video when those arrive. I've never made a mask before, but I'm going to figure it out.
Woohoo.
So that if I can do it, you can do it. But it'll make it easy where, and that's something that I would be willing to do, because you just cut it out. You don't have to think as much.
All right, funny comment from Gabriel Fuentes. He says, starching is my workout. Wink.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
It's my favorite part. Like, I love to iron, starch, cut. Sewing is probably my least favorite, which is so ridiculous. But, like, my very favorite part is, like, getting everything ready. I mean, I do enjoy sewing. I think it's because when you start sewing, you can't hear the TV. So,
you're not wrong.
I think that's kind of part of it.
That's hilarious. See, I'm the opposite. I'm like, if everything could just be prepped for me and I could just sew, that's what I love. From Gwen Smith, she was having trouble seeing the comments, and I've seen a few people say this as well. Try refreshing the page, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. That usually fixes it. And if it doesn't, let us know and we'll help you out. Okay, from Donna Lynn Ozawa, would you starch for needle turn applique?
I actually don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Because I'm not good at applique.
Cute
I mean,
comment.
I probably would just because that's what I do, but I have zero experience in that, so I don't want to lead you astray and tell you something that's not right.
Yeah, we can look into it.
And we do have some videos. We have some videos by Jill Finley, and I believe she uses the starch method, but I don't think she starches. So those are two different things.
Oh, okay. From Christina Fadden, cute comment. She said, "Piggy's such a cute pug name. My puggy's name is Beans."
Aw,
That's adorable.
that's cute.
Piggy and Beans. Funny comment from Christine Baker. She had said, "Lovely. I am going to be a poor lady, but wrapped in pretty fabric and quilts."
Yes, I will
love it.
say that, like, since there's been quarantine, people are using up their stash, and that's awesome. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
It's good to have good stash of things.
From Claudia Gonzalez, is it too late to order Jolly Bar kit you are doing with Pat Sloan?
I don't know what the Jolly Bar kit is with Platt Sloan, so I'm not sure. Can you put it in the comments and we'll try to look into it?
Yeah, let us know, Claudia, what the name of the kit is.
Because we do a ton of stuff with Pat Sloan, and I can barely keep it straight because we do so much stuff with her that I can't remember. So I'm sorry.
All right, from Bonita Nance, how can you reduce fraying of fabric? Does starching help?
So yes, I think it does.
All right, from Tanya Hawkinsmith, this is my very first live stream. Will the Zen Chic line be sold as a bundle?
Yes. So all of the items that come from Moda, they will come with pre-cuts, all of the things. It just isn't going to come out until October or November. And we're just kind of showing it to you because we want you to feel like you get to see something from market. Like, for example, we haven't seen any sales reps. Today, after this meeting, we're going to have 3 Zoom calls to buy fabric. So it's very interesting buying fabric right now because we're not having outside visitors still because we don't need to, and there's no reason to do that right now. So we're just ordering fabric through Zoom. So it's actually kind of different. It's kind of fun. At first, I was super nervous because I don't, like, technology and me are not really, I don't really understand everything, but it's been really unchanged. You can still do everything.
Oh, a few people are suggesting maybe this person was talking about the Jolly Bar sew along.
Oh yeah, the Jolly Bar sew along. So the Jolly Bar sew along goes along with our Jolly Bar book, and there are PDFs that go along with the book that are on our blog, and Pat Sloan will be sewing along. So yes, you can always do that. And any of our sew alongs that go along with our books, if there's like a PDF that goes with it, we leave that online for you so that you can always go back to it.
All right, and we do have more questions, but I'm going to save them for after we've shown the rest of the fabric.
So the very last collection from Moda is a November ship date. It's called Be Grateful by Deb Strain. And I think it's going to be super popular. It's all the right colors. And you know, about 2 years ago, bees started to become popular. And I'm going to be honest and tell you that the trend has not gone down. So on the panel, I'm going to stand here so you can see more of it. Sorry. Okay, yeah.
You can hold it a little lower. There you go.
Okay. So it comes in 3 colorways, and I'll show you those colorways. And on this one, the panels are 23 inches wide, and they're all the same. They're not different. So I'll show you on the table now the colorways. So there's a cream, a yellow, like a pale yellow, and black. And I can tell you the black will be the best seller. Black will outsell all of them. And then I will show you the bundle. So pretty, right?
I love it.
It's really pretty. The bundle is here, and the bundle comes with the black panel. And so you can, I was right, because they always put this panel that they think is going to sell the best in the bundle. They don't put all 3 panels. So that is all of the Moda. There is a quilt kit with this one. So I'm going to hold it up. Sarah Hutcheman sewed it. Maggie Honeyman quilted it. So you can see the quilting first if you want to look at that, and then I'll hold it up. So this one, it is designed by Coach House Designs, the pattern. It's a Moda kit, and it uses all those words or panels. So it's a way to take one panel and turn it into a quilt without wasting any of it. So really pretty. I'm going to show you the bottom too. Let's see. There we go. Can you see all the way to the bottom?
Yeah.
So that's kind of the bottom. Yay!
Yay.
So that's all of Moda. And then I'll take any questions, and then I'm going to show you Ruby Star Society after that.
All right.
Oh, and then, yeah, that's called Sweet as Honey.
Mm-hmm.
The name of it, sorry.
All right, we had a funny comment from Teresa. She says, I'm a homebody nerd. I've been practicing for the quarantine my whole life.
I know, really. I'm good. I'm actually good at home. I will say the only thing is I have to have my tea because I get a headache if I don't have tea. Like if I don't have tea every 6 hours, I will get a headache. I'm totally addicted to caffeine. But yeah, I love staying at home.
From Chris with Many, what is the text on the Be Grateful print?
There's a lot of text.
Yeah.
Let's see. So on the panel, it says sweet as honey. The flower doesn't dream of the bee blossoms and the bee. Be grateful. Let's see. And then let me look at the fabric. Maybe she means in the fabric.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see. Do you see any text? Let's see. Okay, so here. This text,
Oh,
it
yeah.
says, flower, blossom, sweet, honey, smell the flowers, tiny miracles. So pretty.
All right. Suzanne Roccafontana was asking if there was something from Corey Yoder.
So Corey Yoder was a pre-market group, and that was called
Hang on. It'll come to me.
Apricot and Figs or something like
Yes,
that.
apricot and figs.
Apricot and Figs, or Apricot and Figs.
Ooh, do you say
So
apricot or apricot?
I don't even know what I said. But yeah, so basically the big designers at Moda, they either get a pre-market group or a market group, so that they don't, because you wouldn't want to buy their collections back to back in the same month or a month after. So, and I think they kind of switch them around. So yes, she has something new, and I showed it on a previous live stream also.
From Laura Swenson, she said, I want you to know that your customer service department is awesome. Tell them thank you.
Thank
I
you.
will, Laura. Okay. From Lisa Clark, I'm sure you've shared it before, but can you share how and when you started the Fat Quarter Shop?
It has been 17 years, and actually it's been 17 years and 5 days. So I'm getting old.
Whoa.
Yep. I think Lily was probably not even born.
No.
I mean, she was, but I'm joking. I think you were like 6.
Yeah, something like that.
Right?
Like that. Wait, 2003.
2003.
I was 9. Yes.
Okay.
From Lori Ann Goodyear, what are your favorite rulers to use?
I only use Creative Grits. And I use, I would say mainly, I use a 6.5 by 18.5. I use that one a lot. And then 6.5 by 24.5. And then if I have something really big, I'll use the 8.5 by 24.5. And then I also use the 6.5-inch square ruler a lot. I have a lot of rulers, but yeah, I only use Creative Grits.
From Sharon Berkemeyer, will you be getting more Be Patriotic bundles for Lori Holt's Sew Along?
We are hoping to have more at the end of June. And the background's probably sold out also. And so we're hoping mid to late June. We're just, a lot of the fabrics are sold out at Riley Blake, so they're getting a shipment in.
All right. Funny comment from Charmaine Williams. She said, you're not getting old, you're growing beautiful.
Oh,
Very
thanks.
sweet. All right. From Miasia Osby, I had to miss a part of the live. What are the panels used for? Still need a quilting.
So the panels, you could make them pillow fronts, you could cut them up and sash them. You can do all kinds of things with them. There's lots of panel patterns, and I think we've done a video on a panel. But you could, some of the panels, you could just put 2 borders around and be done. So you can have a lot of fun with them. And usually when the designers have a panel, a Moda panel, there's usually a pattern that goes with it that shows you, so for Sweetwater, they have 3 patterns that go with it that show you 3 different ways you can use the different panels.
right, from Tammy Thomas, what's your opinion on wool mats? I'm considering buying one, but can't figure the thickness and if it makes a difference.
Okay, I'm going to be real honest here, and I don't like them, so I don't have an opinion. I am super sensitive to smell, and like I can smell, if somebody's smoking, I can smell it like quick. So smells bother me a lot. I know that sounds diva-ish, but they do. I mean, some people have like a higher sensitivity to it. And so I bought one before they were popular, like a long, long time ago. And I took it home and somebody had said, oh, you should try it. It flatten. I think a sales rep said, oh, it'll help you flatten your seams. So I took it home and I just didn't like it because I use an Aliso iron. So that iron stays down and that heat is going to stay on the mat. And it just smelled my sewing room like a sheep because it's wool, and it was just gross and I didn't like it. But yeah, so I don't like them, but there are people that swear by those. So maybe join Kimberly's Stitch Squad and Facebook, and then there's different mats. I know some people prefer the ones that are 100% wool that have no polyester. There's all kinds of talk about it, but I'm not an expert. I personally don't like them. For me to get my seams flat, I use the Taylor's clapper or the clapper. It's like a wooden piece and I just put it on top, and that's how and starch. But like I said, if you want to try it, you don't have to not, there's tons of people out there, more people than not, like the wool mats. I personally just don't. I threw it away. I was like, I thought something was wrong with it, and then somebody was like, Kim, it's wool, it's sheep, that's why it stinks. And I'm like, well, I just can't. It smells like, okay, so like when you wash your dog, how their hair, you smell their hair? Yeah. That's what it smells like.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah, no, I know lots of people, especially here in the comments, saying that they love their wool mats.
Yeah, so
it's like to each their own.
I just try to be as super honest as I can, and I don't want to discourage you from anything. I just try to be honest.
Yes. As you always say, you do you.
Yeah.
From Janie BC, will the Sew Sampler quilting subscription box be available soon?
We released some to a waiting list recently. So as people quit, we add people to the waiting list. So I'm not sure how long that list is right now. So I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. From Mary Morgan, is the Table-tastic book you showed a few weeks ago back available, or is it pre-order?
It should be in stock. If it's not in stock, I know that it should show up any day because I ordered a ton of them last week. So, yeah, any day.
From Sharon Bischoff Zabransky, are the blocks on the wall behind you available somewhere?
So the blocks behind us are in the brand new Bonnie Camille book called The Quilt Bee. It will be coming out in October, and that is a block of the month. So all of the blocks will be in there. We did do a trunk show of that book if you want more information, and that was filmed a week or two ago.
Yes. And just in case, you might have been asking about the Red Rain Boots blocks behind you, the wooden ones.
Oh, these wooden?
Yeah.
Okay. Those are, can you tell them how to find them?
Yeah, so we can post a link in the comments in the chat right now, but you can find them from Red Rain Boots Handmade. If you Google search that, it brings up her website first thing. And she got with
Camille
of Bonnie and Camille and to produce those blocks, and they are like handmade, very high quality, hand painted wood blocks, very cute, as you can see.
Yeah.
And we have the full set. We just interchange them on our sets. All right. Oh, Pat Bro was very happy that I sang. She said, "Lily sings."
Oh,
Yay!
She sings. One time I stayed in the hotel and I could hear her singing in the morning. I was
man.
When we go to film with Lori, we stay in a hotel room that's got 2 bedrooms, 1 central room, and I was like, I think Lily's singing.
That's like a sweet, yeah. I do sing, and I just do it often. I don't notice.
It's good. I don't know how to sing, so I don't sing.
From Tammy Raymond, when will the Halloween Sew Sampler box be available to reserve?
It'll be a while.
Okay. Oh, Mary Rose Springs was saying the two of you should sew together. You complement each other. I don't sew accurately enough to sew with Kimberly yet, guys.
She would be hiding.
I would be so scared.
I'm
scared,
not
but
scary.
intimidated.
Yeah.
And then From Cathy Longo, would Sweet as Honey pattern look good with a light gray background? Here, I can pop it up. Okay.
I think so, yeah. I think it would. You just don't want to get too dark because you don't want it to fight the black.
All right. From My Chaotic Amazing Life, she says, I always appreciate Kimberly's honesty.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you. From Gail McDonald, will you have a quilt kit for cider by Basic Ray?
So we showed 2 quilt kits. She can show you real quick again. One of them is that is an It's So Emma kit. And then the next one is a kit that is, I think, designed by Basic Gray, and that's going to come, it's a Moda quilt kit, so it should come in a box. And that's one of the ones that I held up. The other ones, the ones that are It's So Emma, once those are sewn, we'll show them in a live stream.
All right. And then we did have a few members that have joined throughout our conversation here. So the first member that joined was Sue Ritter. Welcome, Sue.
Thank you.
Yay. And then new member, Miasia Osby. Welcome. And please correct me if I am mispronouncing your name. Other new member is Juliana Hedges. Welcome, Juliana.
Thank you.
Everyone has such pretty names. And then another new member is Charmaine Williams. Man, everyone's got a great name. And then we had a super chat from Susan McAllen for $4.
Thank you.
Thank you, Susan.
So for Ruby Star Society, that is headed up by Melody Miller, and Moda distributes their fabric for them. So they're totally separate from Moda, but I want to show you their stuff because it was in the same box. And I'm going to show you, the first 3 are October releases. So the first one is called Florida. It is by Sarah Watts, and she was the designer of Tigerfly. Tigerfly or Tiger Lily?
I think it was Tiger Lily.
Yeah, Tiger Lily, and it sold really good. And so I want to show you the detail on the metallic. It's very nicely done. It's not too thick, but it's definitely shiny. Metallic can go horribly wrong, I can tell you that, after doing this a long time. So again, Florida by Sarah Watts. And that is her collection. And then the next one is called Small, Small, S-M-O-L. How do you say
small. Well, I want to say it like schmall, but it's not. So I think it's small. Like, it's supposed to be like a cute way to say small, I think. I could be wrong.
And this is by Kimberly Kite. It's a smaller collection. It's really, these are little nuts. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. That's my singing. Okay, Whatnot is by Rashida Coleman Hale. This is also October. And so these are her cotton prints. And then she has some 108-inch wide backings that are 100% rayon. And so these are thinner. You can see they're very soft. So you could use these for clothing. If you put it on the back, I would just be careful with the needle you use. So it's 108-inch wide rayon. And then the November releases, this is Golden Hour by Alexia Abig. And this one also has a metallic. It's more of a bronze metallic rather than gold. And we do have a Ruby Star Society quarterly club that you can sign up for. And that comes with back quarters as well as a pattern that always goes with it so you can know what to do with it. So this is the collection. And then she put together some really awesome panels. They're bandana panels. So there's 3 colors, orange, rust, and navy. And then the centers are different in each of the bandanas. So that's pretty cool. I haven't seen that done before, so that's cool because I like anything different. And then she also has rayons. These are just regular rayons, and they are so soft. So you could make a skirt.
Yes, I love the rayons.
Yeah. And then the very last collection is Rise by Melody Miller. This is the snake that people were talking about. I didn't notice there was a snake, and somebody said snake, and we were like, what snake?
Yeah, I missed it too, and then we looked afterwards and we're like, oh yeah.
So this one has lots of stuff. I would have never even noticed that snake. And then she has a double border. So on the double border, this is a thicker border on one side, and the other side, I believe, is skinnier. So it's, you could make a table. You could basically make this a skirt. This would be the bottom of the skirt. And then she has 5 wide backs. These are 108-inch wide, and they are 100% lightweight cotton sateen. So all of these backings are thinner than a normal, but they are soft. And then she has one rayon print. It's really pretty and soft. So that is Ruby Star Society. Yay! Yay. So let me know if you'll have any questions on that, and then I will answer whatever you have. Yeah. We do have a quilt kit on this one. I forgot. It's called Equinox. It is 54 by 72, and Crystal designed it, and it's pretty awesome because it just looks very Ruby Star Society. Mm-hmm. And it's good because those big chunks really show the fabric.
Yeah, lots of people in the comments are saying no to the snakes. We do not like snakes.
Oh, no, I don't either. No.
I feel that. Yeah, I used to be scared of them, but I grew up in the desert, so now I'm like,
oh, I can tell you a funny story about snakes.
Ooh,
so it's not funny, but it's a real story, and it is not. So when I grew up in the country, and we had like 2 acres, but what would happen is one of our neighbors they got a divorce and like moved out, and nobody lived there. So nobody mowed their yard. So it would just be like high of weeds, and we always had snakes. But I mean, like, we're not going to just go over there and mow their yards, 2 acres. So my brother used to tell me, if you ever see a snake, don't run. He used to also tell me there were sharks in the swimming pools, and I wouldn't get in swimming pools. Aww. So that's okay. I mean, he's my brother. So I was walking in. I mean, my mom, oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, so I'm walking in the very back of our house, and, there's just a door. It's a wooden house. It's not, it's not rock. It's just like a farmhouse. Rattlesnake. And I'm right here, and the snake is right here. I'm talking right here. So I just froze, and I stood here. The snake is right here, and I just screamed bloody murder. And then my dad said something to my mom, and my mom opened the door. So she opens the door towards Lily, and the snake pops in to bite and almost bit my mom. My mom was freaking out. It was horrible. And then I think my brother got in a lot of trouble for telling me never to run. But I didn't know what to do. I mean, I was little. I mean, I'm talking like little. Like, I was little. But nobody got killed and nobody died. But there was definitely, and it was a big rattlesnake. It was not a little rattlesnake. Oof. But, I mean, that's what you get when you live in the country and people don't, if you don't mow your yard. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. I think after that, my dad might have mowed their yard. Oh, man. Okay. And then the guy eventually moved back in with the new wife. Oh. So. Like after like 5 years. Like the house just sat there for like 5 years. It was so odd. Oh.
Okay. Question from Rebecca White. When will CATHE send all y'all the new fabric? Send y'all new fabric.
CATHE?
Yes.
So CATHE releases fabric 2 times a year because when he releases fabric, there's like 60 to 80 prints. Off the top of my head, I don't remember when the next one is, but we always buy it. But it is twice a year. And I think we just bought some. I just can't. I don't remember like the dates and stuff.
All right. From Wilma Evans, is there going to be a special spring summer box?
Yes. Ooh. It should be soon. But because of delays and everything, that's why it's not out yet.
Annie Shaw says, is the Halloween box the new box that was mentioned on Facebook?
Have no idea what we mentioned on Facebook. I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Look into it.
I don't think so. I think that was something else. I mean, it was on Facebook, so I should. Yeah, I don't think. And that box would come after the next one, so it's not. It definitely wasn't that.
From Cheryl Hanks Coth, what year were you in Houston for the quilt show?
I have been to the quilt show for 20 plus years, so lots of years. I used to go when I dated Kevin, so like 98, 99, 2000, like a long time ago. I don't go anymore to the consumer show just because I have kids and I'd rather be at home with my kids.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've probably been 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what year.
Did you have a booth? Any other
We did a
booths?
booth like 5 years ago or something. It was one and done.
Okay. Yeah, because her next comment was that she really liked the booth.
Oh yeah, thanks. So the booth now, all that stuff is like around here. So over there, I'm looking at the shelves that were used in the booth.
Yeah.
So we had bought a lot of IKEA. So now it's like desks, storage, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, film room storage. Pat Bro says, in 2003, I was buying Thimbleberries fabrics and kits at Fat Quarter Shop.
Yes, so Thimbleberries was one of the very first. It was Lynette Jensen. She was one of the very first quilt designers ever. She designed for RJR for probably 20 years, and she used to do a club every year. And so sometimes it would be like one big quilt, sometimes it would be 4 small ones. So she always had like a club. She's retired now, but she was definitely very popular.
From Nadine Merrick, she says, did you say rayon print? Wouldn't that shrink in a quilt?
Yes, anything will shrink, but rayon is thinner. So if you're going to put it, I don't know that I would put it on the top of a quilt. I mean, you could, you just definitely have to use a different needle. It's definitely more of a garment fabric.
And from Chris Eckhart, what kind of needle should you use if you use rayon for a backing?
I actually don't know. I would probably go to schmetz.com. They have really great sheets that you can download that talk all about needles, what the colors on the needles mean, all that.
All right. And from Terry, can you recommend a fabric scissor for a re-newbie who dropped the sewing for 20 years? I've been using dollar scissors and somehow getting away with it.
Oh,
I
no.
do love Tula's scissors.
So I like Ginger, and this is Ginger, and they seem to last forever. Mm-hmm. So Ginger always has like different, like this is a handle that was for 1 year or something. So I like Ginger. You can get them at Joann's. You can get them at our store. I like Tula scissors, and I have about a lot of these. These are called OmniGrid, and I use these to cut my threads. Mm-hmm. So I will say that somebody got in my sewing room at my house and messed up my yellow scissors. Ooh. So that means they were because they're doing schoolwork at home. I mean, school's done now for us, but I caught them, and so my scissors don't cut my thread as good anymore, so I'm going to have to. I was like, who touched my scissors? And they were like, no, I didn't. They're never going to admit to it. Just like all the Girl Scout cookies that disappeared. Oh, I didn't eat them.
That's hilarious. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Oh, the peanut butter chocolate ones.
Ooh.
I had one last night. That was my dinner. I got home at like 9:30 and I had a peanut butter. I had to get tea because I had a headache because of caffeine. And so I got a tea, ate a cookie, and then I got in bed, and then something funny really happened. I don't know that I should tell the story on live stream, but it was really funny. I don't know if I should tell it. Some people might think it's bad, and they might think I'm a bad parent, but it is funny. Aww. We'll see. I mean, maybe I'll tell it. I don't know.
A few people in the chat were also recommending Kai scissors.
Yes. So Kai scissors are, I think they're made overseas, and I know Ann Sutton uses that brand.
Yeah.
And it's KAI?
KAI, yeah. I use those for like garment stuff, and it's amazing. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't have any of them.
It's like butter. Seven in the Littlest Mew was telling us small is a Swedish word for small. It's spelled SMA with the little circle above it.
Okay.
L. It sounds like small. She said, I'm guessing the name of that fabric is pronounced like that. I'm married to a Norwegian who studied in Sweden for a year.
Awesome.
That explains it. That's probably what it is. And from Sally Johnson, just to say, I love how great your customer service department is, super friendly, and so happy my stuff just shipped.
Oh, thank you.
From Birdie Cade, have they delayed line work from Tula Pink to November?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But if they did, maybe I haven't checked my email yet.
Yeah. And today we did just show
we just showed Moda today.
Yeah. If that's why you were wondering. From Sharon Berkemeyer, can you tell us what is the Bella White and Off-White you use most?
I use 200 the most. If I want a white, I use 98. And I also use 97.
All right.
And that kind of changes. Like a couple years ago when white, remember when white was like it? I mean, everything was white. I used 98 for a long time, and then I switched to 200. But, I kind of vacillate. Or whatever you call that. Change with the trends.
Yeah. Papro was saying, Lily, I hope you sent that email to Maureen McCormick and asked her to come on the Kimberly show here. We all want to meet this wonderful new designer.
Oh.
That's hilarious. I mean, I'm not scared of doing it, but just after the pandemic.
Yeah.
A few people are wondering if you could talk about rayon and cotton and the differences.
So rayon is, I'll show you a rayon and I will show you a cotton next to it. So let's see, can you do upper camera? So let me do like one piece. So you can see when I put my hand behind this, you can't see it, and it's just cotton, and you can see how it drapes. Okay, so let's do the same thing on a rayon. So you can see my hand more, and it's not going to drape as much because it's thinner. So, I mean, that's the only way I can think of. It's just thinner, and I have never used rayon in a quilt. I know some people do, so I don't have any experience with it. So yeah, I have zero experience, so I don't want to act like I have like a ton of experience, but you can see how you can see through to the next print. So that's the difference between when you're looking at a rayon, it's much thinner, it's very soft, much softer, but then when you look at a cotton, when you're looking at it, you can't see through to the next print. Even though this print is darker than this, you don't see this through here. Whereas on here, you do see through to the print below. So hopefully that helps. I think it's more of a garment fabric, personally.
Cindy P's asking, when will we see Kevin?
Oh my gosh. Okay, can you move the camera?
Sorry, there we go.
It's going to be soon, actually. I think it's going to be in about 2 weeks. He is waiting, actually, until we get to $50,000, and so we're almost at 48,000. But he's very nervous. So what I told him we would do is the week that he comes is we will get all the questions beforehand, so that because he's like, I don't know. He doesn't watch these lives. He has no idea what I do on the live streams. He doesn't watch them, so he doesn't know. So I think if he watches a couple, maybe he will, see it's not really that big of a deal. But it's hard. It's hard to get on camera. It's not easy. I mean, you have to get on, I get on camera twice a week, no matter what. You have to be in a good mood. You have to, leave everything at the door. And nobody's life is perfect. So it is not easy to come and get on a camera. So I always just do it, but to him, he's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, he's very shy. He doesn't talk much. I don't know what y'all are going to get him to say, because I asked him if he wanted to do it with me or without me, and he said with me. So I'll try not to talk too much, but I don't think he doesn't want to do it without me, because I thought he would want to do it without me, and he was like, oh no. So, but it's going to be soon.
From Catherine Jolson, she said, I don't know if you answered this or not, but has the Granny Quilt Along been postponed? And I think she meant the Quilter's Cottage.
Yes, it's going to be later in the summer. And the reason why is the background fabric in that kit, it used like 5 or 6 yards. And so when Riley Blake got their shipment in, there wasn't enough. So we weren't able to cut as many kits, and that's just due to a delay in everything going on. And we're supposed to get more of that fabric sometime in June, and so we're going to do the sew along, I think, in August. And that way we can get our fabric, other stores can get their fabric.
All right. From the Pokey Little Pineapple, Kimberly, what is your favorite color?
Pink.
Ooh.
Aqua.
Ooh, so fat quarter shop color.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say aqua more than pink. But I do have a lot of shoes that have pink in them, I'll tell you. I mean, like right now my shoes are pink.
They're very cute.
They're old. I've had those shoes for like 4 years.
Really?
Yeah, I found them. No, I found them. I was organizing my closet and I found them under some other shoes.
All right. From Gina M, can you make the Shine On sampler quilt with a fat quarter bundle and background yardage?
No. You will need some bigger pieces. So, I mean, you could do it if you changed around some stuff, but it definitely will not work with just a fat quarter. And some fabrics are used a lot more than others. And some of the pieces are bigger because those blocks are really big. So some of the pieces, I mean, you might need a little bit more than a fat quarter.
All right. From Liz Henselmeyer, any news about Garden of Quilt class?
So we're going to do a Garden of Quilts class. It is in September. It's me and Lori. We're going to be doing a cross stitch class. Lori's going to be doing a lot of other classes, and the cross stitch is going to be something that you get first. And I think there's only 30 people in the class, and I'm only doing one class. I mean, I could do more, but I just don't really have the time to dedicate to like come up with a whole classroom thing. So I just go along and do what Lori does. So as far as I know, that is still going on. I haven't heard anything different, and we have not designed it yet. I do know what the theme of it's going to be and Lori's inspiration for it because she's a designer, but we haven't designed it yet.
People are asking if they can see your shoes.
Yeah, but you have to bend down, Lily, and get it because I can't bend down.
Oh, yeah.
I have a really bad back, guys, and when I'm in this room, I can't. Oh my gosh, sorry, that's gross.
Oh, you're good.
So these are my shoes. They're Sam Edelman. They're just pink shoes. Yeah, but I take them off when I film, and I can't. My back has really so when I was having Christopher, what happened was they put the spinal in a nerve instead of the whatever, and so spinal didn't work. They had to put me to sleep. Ever since then, I've had bad back, and it cannot be fixed because it's in the nerve.
Oof.
Yep.
I'm sorry about that.
So it's hard for me to stand straight, which is why I usually do the live streams on the couch. But that's just, I mean, that's what happens. So.
All right, I'm just going to do some super chats that came in and some new members.
Okay.
So super chat from Michelle Linehand for $1.99, and she says, love you guys.
Thank you.
Aw, thank you, Michelle. Okay. And then we had a new member that joined. I think we have two new members that joined a while back, and I missed their name. So Robbie Bowe. Welcome, Robbie. Robbie Bowie, sorry. And we had a new member, Janice Stuff. Welcome, Janice.
Thank you. And so membership is totally optional. You don't have to feel like you want it. You don't have to feel like you have to do it. There's no pressure. Yep. It pays for equipment, but it's totally optional. We're going to read your question regardless.
Yes.
And the membership is something where we do like some coupons, some extra videos, but behind the scene photos. Mm-hmm. It's it's not even, we don't even have, like, our membership is super inexpensive compared to other ones that I pay for. But it's just totally optional.
Yeah, we'll still continue to provide like
all the
videos
content
on YouTube. Yeah, like no membership needed. Yeah, it's just extra stuff to help us out. And then we did, speaking of members, we had a members only video earlier this week. And Julie Washburn, I apologize to you. I missed your super chat for $5. So I'm putting Super Piggy out for you here for your super chat.
Oh, thank you. And on that video, what I did the same thing as this, but I went through every single fabric so that you could see every single print.
All right. And I'll just take a few more questions here. Teresa Wirtz says, what are the books in front of you?
So the books in front of me are the catalog from Moda and the catalog for Ruby Star. So I have them in front of me in case I had questions. I won't go through them because it might have pricing or it might have something that's only for stores. And obviously, I don't want to show that. But this was here in case any of you guys had questions on something. I could refer to it really quick.
All right. Robin Malik earlier had said there are 1,493 people watching. Does that make you nervous?
No, not at all.
Excellent.
Good, no, it makes me I still am like, I think it's weird that people, not weird that people watch me, but I don't find myself to be a very interesting person, or I don't know, like, I just think it's like crazy that people would want to watch me, like.
Yeah, it's like something
it's
that
weird.
You wouldn't believe necessarily, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like I started the store to get on YouTube. That's not. Do you know what I mean? Like, some people really want to be on the camera. like, I like it. I like it because I think the best thing about it is I get to see, like, your feedback. Like, you like this or you don't. Like, it really helps me when I read the comments what you're going to buy or what you like or what you want me to buy or what you know, the stuff you like and the stuff you don't. And it's a way to connect with customers and know what you're looking for. Because we don't have a brick and mortar, so that's the only way I can know what you guys are looking for. But yeah, I find myself to be a very boring person, and so the fact that y'all watch is kind of sometimes funny, but no, it doesn't make me nervous.
All right. Pokey Little Pineapple is saying, tell Kevin he can watch and learn from Chase on Stitching with the Housewives. Chase.
Oh, the babe Cash. Cash. So I was like, yeah. So Cash is the little. He's so cute. It's Chelsea's little son. He's turning 2 next month, or in a couple. Yeah, July 4th.
Yeah, July 4th.
Yeah, so cute. But yeah, he gets on there and he makes all kinds of noise and he's hilarious.
That's all Kevin has to do.
Yeah, I don't think that would be funny.
I'm joking. But yes, we love all of you for watching and appreciate you.
Yeah, so guys, have a great weekend. Have a Starbucks for me. And I'll see you guys next week.
All right. Bye, everyone.